How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We are going over the comics that we're picking up for New Comic Book Day this week. I'm very excited for it. We're getting 18 comics, technically 17, no, sorry, technically 16. One's gonna be a double comic, it's gonna be a different variant of it. And then we're also getting a compact book, which is actually not a compact, sorry, it's a Marvel Premiere Collection book. Very excited for it. So everything that we're gonna show is all the comics that we're picking up. There's a lot more coming out. This is just what we're getting. Also, we're going over all the A covers. Stay tuned for New Comic Book Day to see all the variant covers that we pick up. I'm very excited for it, so let's dive right in. First comic we're going into is Absolute Wonder Woman issue number 13. I'm very excited for it. The A cover looks pretty dope. It says, as Diana learns more of the myth of the Amazons from Barbara and the Gateway City, a series of violent supernatural events began occurring one after another, drawing Diana all over the globe to fight. Noticing a pattern, Diana enlists Etta to help her crack the mystery of why these events are happening in these places and how to stop them. The answer? Too personal to imagine. Last story arc that was going on, they were in this maze. They got out of the maze, but she also freed these people, even though they were trying to kill her and her friends, her new now friends, that were in the maze and stuff like that. It was a really good story arc and it's awesome. She found another Amazon person. I don't know if you call him Amazonian. I don't know. An Amazon basically. They're connected, and now she's gonna learn a little more about herself and where she comes from and stuff like that, which is pretty cool. I'm excited for it, man. Absolutes, Wonder Woman's been killing it. All the Absolutes has been really enjoyable to read, so we're definitely picking this one up. Next, we got Detective Comics 1102. After the last one, he was infected, but they don't know by what. So now he is quarantined, and it looks like something's gonna be bigger. Something crazy is going to be going on because he's freaking out in there. It says a mysterious weaponized virus has infected the Dark Knight, and he does not know how long he has left before it takes control of his body and mind. Desperate for answers and unsure how long he has to get them, Batman turns to one of the most brilliant minds in the DC universe, Mr. Terrific. He went to Mr. Terrific to help him figure out what the virus is, to try to help take care of the kid that was there who was infected, but of course he got infected as well. So now they're trying to figure out how to get it all done. It looks like, again, something big is going to happen, so he's like quarantine and he's not a fan of it, which makes sense, you know. Batman does not like being out, not be able to fight or anything like that, so he has a problem there. But Mr. Terrific is a smart guy, so he's definitely gonna help him out. Next, we got Fantastic Four issue number 4. It says Alicia has returned from a sculpture convention to discover that Fantastic Four have a new pet, an adorable new dog that everyone tells her she'll love. But when she first touches the creature, it's cold, it's wet, it's slimy, it's wrong. At least until a moment later when suddenly she feels a warm and soft fur she's expecting. Alicia is the only one who can see the truth. This is not a dog. This is something very wrong that has instituted itself inside the Fantastic Four, which is making everyone think it's a dog. And this creature has a design of its own for both Alicia and the entire planet Earth. I think this is kind of a new story arc for the Fantastic Four. They're done dealing with the whole Doom situation that's going on, I believe. And again, they got a new dog, it looks like, or they think it's a dog, but it's some other kind of creature. It doesn't really give a name for it, but it sounds really interesting. It sounds pretty cool. I mean, Fantastic Four started off really strong with the first 3 issues, so I don't see why I wouldn't enjoy issue number 4 either. So we're gonna pick this one up. The Flash, issue number 26. I'm actually very excited for The Flash. The Flash has been a kind of a hard series and for me to get into, unfortunately, just because the way they're writing it and trying to explain everything and stuff like that with Wally West being the Flash now, has been a little rough to understand. But this one's part of the DCKO tie-in, which I'm excited for. It says, at the chaos around the DC universe erupts during DCKO, Impulse has the idea how to fix it. Impulse Point? A terrible move that could wipe out everything unless the Flash can catch up with him as they race through time. So Impulse is going to try to like do basically the Flashpoint, but instead it's the Pulse Point. Impulse Point. Sounds funny, really cool. The DCKO event has been really fun to read so far. It's only been a couple issues, like the first 2 issues, but so this is a tie-in with it, so it should be awesome to read, man. I'm very excited for it. It's actually 3 issues. Titans, I forgot, was part of it too, but yeah, I'm actually really excited for this, and hopefully after the whole event that's going on, maybe they can sell me on continuing the Flash. I love the Flash as a character. I'm a huge Barry Allen Flash fan, so I really want to jump on the Wally West van as well. Next, we got Green Arrow issue number 29. Crimson Flames of War is what it says. This is part 5 of the whole Crimson Sands arch that's going on. It says Green Arrow discovers the shocking truth of the Crimson Archer's identity and his plans for Star City, while Arsenal and Cheshire Cat combat it's his scheme from the streets. So I guess they find out who the Crimson Archer actually is. And yeah, I mean, this has been an awesome story. The Green Arrow's been killing this whole all-in universe that they're part of right now, and I enjoy every bit of it. I feel like the Green Arrow is definitely underrated. Like, as you can see, there's only one cover because they're not selling a bunch of covers, because I feel like it's not a big sale. But I love the Green Arrow, so picking this one up is a no-brainer for me. Next, we got Green Lantern issue number 28. I believe this is a brand new story arc after the whole Starbreaker event that went on. It says new pages discovered in the Book of Oa that says only 2 words: Hal Jordan. Upon reading this page, the greatest Green Lantern is thrusted into a new mystery with massive ramifications. So yeah, it seems like it's gonna be a new story arc after the whole Starbreaker situation was going on, and the Hal Jordan is in a big old book, the book that they use for the last story arc that helps Starbreaker break the emotion spectrum and all that stuff. Now Hal Jordan somehow in this book, so we're gonna figure out why. It's a brand new story arc, and I'm actually really excited for it. Next, we got Harley Quinn issue number 55. I am still continuing to read this. It's not a bad story, so it actually got better to where I want to continue the story. It says all I wanted to do was get kidnapped and go on a nice little road trip. Okay, I didn't want to do that either. I didn't want to do either of those things, but now that I have, I would really appreciate not getting beat up by fire and ice and then being thrown into jail cell with the 2 Shomokes who kidnapped me to begin with. I don't know why I'm having a hard time trying to read like Harley Quinn is horrible. I'm a free spirit, and I swear I'm gonna get out of here no matter what. That's a Harley Quinn promise. So these 2 try to kill Harley Quinn because they got paid to do it, and it's not working out. Now Fire and Ice is there to try to help her, but of course Harley Quinn is a villain in their eyes still, so they're still not very happy with Harley Quinn and everything like that. I mean, it sounds interesting. Like, again, it's gotten better, so I'm actually excited to read it and see what happens with them. I just learned about Fire and Ice from their own miniseries, so anything with them now, I knew a little bit more of their background, which is pretty cool. So anything that comes up with them, like I said, I can actually understand, so I'm actually excited for this one. Immortal Legend Batman issue number 3. The first 2 issues I enjoyed very much. I know a lot of people have the weird mixed feelings on Immortal Legend Batman. I'm actually enjoying it because it's something different than all the other Batmans that I've been reading. So it says, what's the one question that Immortal Legend Batman is afraid of? Learn the answer as the hero is drawn to a long abandoned estate on a distant moon, now occupied by a devious resident, in a tense battle of wits in which any mistake will have explosive tragic consequences. Can Batman solve the madman's riddles? And more importantly, can you? That sounds pretty cool. So this is like his version in this universe of the Riddler, which is pretty cool. They call him Madman's riddles is what it said. You can tell by his cane right there has the question mark, which is pretty cool. Last one, he kind of broke into this organization to see what's going on. He beat them up. Now they're continuing that. I'm assuming this Madman or the Riddler, I don't know what they're gonna call him, doesn't say. All right, he, I guess, is the boss, so he's gonna break in and figure out what's going on. And now there's riddles and stuff, and it says, and more importantly, can you? So they're gonna let us try to figure it out as we're reading it, I'm assuming. If so, that sounds pretty cool. So we're definitely getting this one. Another part of the DCKO tie-in. This is Justice League Unlimited issue number 12. It says the Terrific 10 Part 1. Don't know what that means. I think that's the story arc for this new tie-in that's going on. As the tournament begins and the transformation of Earth grows more dire, a strange signal is detected at the heart of darkness at the core of the planet. A terrific tech device. Michael Holt must put together an elite Justice League squad of the most powerful time-displaced heroes from We Are Yesterday to unravel the mystery. And this mission is on one-way ticket. Get ready for a mission to hell and back in this epic tie-in to the DCKO event. That sounds amazing. One of the things I'm excited for, you look on the cover, is Beyond Batman. I don't know anything about him. We watched the show as a kid, which is really good. Seeing him as the way he is, his costume always looked pretty dope to me. So the story with him involved, that's awesome. You got, it looks like an Aquaman person. I don't know if that's supposed to be a speedster of some sort, something similar to the Flash. Superman Blue, actually, so I was completely wrong. You got Batman, you do got Aquaman, Green Lantern, Ice, Batgirl's in here, a bunch of people it's gonna say that's gonna be in there. Adam, which is Ray Palmer. So again, part of the DCKO tie-in, so I'm very excited for it. Next, we got Moon Knight Fist of Khonshu issue number 13. I could be completely wrong, and I feel like I say this all the time. I feel like it's been a good minute since we've had a Moon Knight issue from issue 12. I'm very excited for it. It says, watching over the Wrecker after years as a super criminal with an Asgardian amplified crowbar, Wrecker's past has come back to haunt him, literally as the victims of his more violent undertaking makes themselves manifest as ghosts, haunting his every step. I do remember this last issue now. That sounds familiar, and it's really good. I'm excited for it. It says, will the Moon Knight, the Fist of Khonshu, let the ectoplasmic entities ensnare Wrecker for good? He went to him to look for his help. You know, he said, you owe me one. So he's like, fine. He goes to the cemetery, and they're after him. They don't know why, but then somebody came. Scarlet Scarab came and was like, you know why they're after him, right? Because these are the victims that he killed, and that's how it ended. So we're gonna continue that. It looks like Moon Knight might be facing Wrecker, which would be pretty cool. It makes a little more sense of why they're going after him. So it's actually a fun issue. So you know, we're gonna pick it up because again, it's a fun read. Moon Knight's been killing it, so we're getting this one. Next, we got New History of the DC Universe issue 4. This is the last one of the whole history, you know, comics that are coming out for you to learn about every single DC character that existed and how they came to be and part of what timeline and stuff like that, like what time in the timeline. Basically, it's been a fun read. I'm not gonna really read this, but it is in the eyes of Barry Allen. He's explaining everything that's going on now that he's not the Flash, and he always wants to share that information for anybody in the future of who is who. It makes it easier for people to learn. It's also making it easier for real life people to learn, like me myself. Getting into the DC universe, you know, I know a little bit of it, but reading this has helped me a lot, and I can always reference it if I really wanted to, which is awesome. So we're definitely picking this one up. I always say this: if you're wanting to learn more about the DC universe, pick this comic up because it definitely helps to find out who is who and when they came and what they do and stuff like that. Next, we got Spider-Girl issue number 5. It's been a fun read. I love this cover. You got Spider-Girl and Spider-Man on the cover, which is awesome. It says, power versus responsibility. Tombstone's acquire a new weapon to maintain control over his criminal empire, and he wants Spider-Girl to pilot it. Spider-Girl must decide what kind of superhuman she wants to be, and if she can let another hero fall to save herself. So that means Spider-Man's going to be in there, and she's going to, you know, try to take responsibility and not let him get hurt or take a blame for something of some sort, it sounds like, which is, again, pretty awesome. But if this is supposed to be around the same time that's going on with the actual Amazing Spider-Man universe that's going on right now, I don't think he's going to be Spider-Man. It might be Norman Osborn. Let me see if he's, you know, no, it says Spider-Man Peter Parker. So that's interesting. So we're going to see if this is actually part of the Amazing Spider-Man timeline universe that's going on right now, different time zone, whatever the case may be. But I'm excited for it. Spider-Girl's been fun to read. Again, I didn't know much about this character, but this standalone series with her has been very easy to understand and follow. So we're going to pick this one up. Superman 31. I'm loving all these DC comics that we've been collecting because now they're all tying in with the DC KO event that's going on, which is awesome. Superman and his allies have been thrown into the dangerous game to capture the heart of Apocalypse at the center of Earth. But what is the heart of Apocalypse, and how are its origins tied to Krypton? And why does Darkseid's Legion want Superman to find out? I feel like it's gonna be something that he probably brought, or just like a piece of Krypton is on Earth now, which, I mean, I could be completely wrong, but you know, on the cover it says the beating heart of Apocalypse, and they said they want him to figure out why he wants to find the heart. Is that supposed to be the heart in his hand? That's actually pretty cool. But again, all these DC comics are tying in with the DC KO, which is awesome. So we're definitely gonna get this. And of course, it's Superman, man. I love Superman, my favorite DC superhero of all time. So we're definitely picking that one up. Now here comes some sad news. The Ultimate Universe is gonna end very soon. We got to found out that Ultimate Spider-Man, Black Panther, and X-Men are all going to end at issues number 24. This is number 22, so we got 3 more comics to read, which kind of sucks. And then Ultimate Wolverine and the other one that I'm thinking of, the Ultimates, are going to end right behind it as well, which sucks. But while we can, we are going to read it and enjoy it because I love the Ultimate Spider-Man. It's my favorite Ultimate Universe that's going on right now. The description only says the last will and testament of Redacted. Doesn't say of who. Last issue we got the whole what's it called, the big old group of, oh my god, I can't even think of them, Mysterio, sorry, the group of Mysterios all blew up, and that's what the cover looks like, is that they're at the building of the bomb. We're gonna figure out what's going on. If you ask me, I don't know if Gwen is gonna actually be dead. I feel like most of the Mysterios will be. Maybe she's really hurt, and Harry's gonna be pissed, and Peter Parker, which is Spider-Man, is gonna help out. I'm excited to see how it does end once we get there. But they are going to be meeting the Maker here soon, so hopefully it sets up for them to cross over with that as well. Speaking of the Maker, we got Ultimate Spider-Man Incursion issue number 5. This is the last issue of this mini series of the Ultimate Spider-Man Incursion that's going on. On the cover, it says it looks like the Maker has the sister, so Miles is there to stop him. The Ultimate Exit, a showdown with the Maker's console. The clock is ticking for Miles to escape the Ultimate Universe with his baby sister. How will Miles leave a mark on the Ultimate Universe? And how will the Ultimate Universe leave a mark on Miles? Don't miss this exciting conclusion, and what does it bode for the future of both universes? So he's going to deal with this, and then when he goes back to his Miles Morales universe, it's going to affect him somehow. We're going to figure it out, I mean, he's going to probably get closer to his sister. He's already really close. He's doing whatever he can to save her. The Maker's there laughing at him or whatever. I'm excited to see if this is where we're going to see what the Maker is gonna do to the rest of the Ultimate Universe comics or what. Don't know, but I'm excited. Said it's gonna end as a fun little mini series with Miles Morales, but I'm also excited to see how it's gonna tie in everything together as well. Last but not least of the Ultimates universe, we got Ultimates number 17. It's not the last issue, but it's the last single issue that we're gonna go over really quick. It says the Ultimate Fantastic Four. Not that the Ultimates are using the Immortus engine to its full capacity, Doom's dream of the Ultimate Fantastic Four may finally be realized. Don't know what that means, but that sounds freaking awesome. We're gonna get this universe Fantastic Four, seems like, which is gonna deal with Doom. That is Doom, Reed Richards' Doom, with the 4 on his chest. So that's freaking awesome. I'm super excited for that. Yeah, I mean, you look here, you got a bunch of people: Doom, Iron Lad, American Van Grimm, Susan Storm, Invisible Woman, Mr. Fantastic, Susan Storm from a different Earth. It says all these guys are from Earth 616. I'm excited for it. Again, the Ultimate is going to be ending soon, which sucks, but let's see how all of this, the year or two that we've been reading this comics come to an end. And see how they defeat the Maker, because they gotta defeat him, and it's gonna hopefully just go back to the regular 616 universe. Now, last but not least, is real quick, we're gonna get the Wolverine, the Old Man Marvel Premiere Collection paperback. For people that don't know, they release classic stories. A lot of times it's like 12 issues. This is from issue 66 to 72, so you got 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, it's 7 issues, which is fine with me because I've never read the Old Man Logan, story, so that's going to be awesome. I'm very excited for it. These stories from 2008, so it's not that old. But yeah, I'm excited to have it because I've been collecting all the Marvel premieres that have been coming out. I got a couple already. They haven't released too many. I got 5 right now. This will be number 6 that they're coming out with. I'm excited to add it and also read it. I know I don't usually go over the compacts or any paperbacks that I'm picking up or Marvel Premiere Collection books, but I want to start showing them off if I can, so you guys are also aware of what's coming out. If you guys are interested in that, now you know that it's coming out. You guys can pick yourself one up at a LCS, or some days they'll sell these at Bookman's as well. Bookman, Barnes and Nobles as well. So you can definitely pick yourself up a coffee. But as all the comic books that we're gonna be picking up, I know it's a big fat list here. I'm very excited for it. But if you guys are excited for anything for New Comic Book Day, let me know in the comments below. If there's a comic that I didn't go over and you guys are interested to see, or if you guys recommend me reading it, let me know in the comments below. Like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're not already. While recording this, we're at 194, so we're 6 away to hitting 200. Please help me get there. Other than that, I hope you guys enjoy, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.